What's shaking, everybody? It's your boy King of the Golden State coming at you with a top 50 comic book video. So we're doing that. We're gonna do this in the form of slabs. And I was tagged by one of my buddies here, TiVo, who runs a channel called Lords of the Longbox. And if you haven't subscribed to him, go ahead and give him a subscribe. I'll leave the subscription, the link down in the comment section below. So yeah, he tagged me for a top 50 video, but I'm going to do this all in form of slabs because it's not going to be any particular order. So, and yeah, here we go. Without any further delay or without any further ado, whatever you call that. But I'll just talk through it. Meanwhile, got the first one here. Readjust that bad boy. Spider-Gwen #1. That's a 9/8. You know what? Let's do this better. Got a better one than that. Let's do this. 9/8 slab. I got that one from got this one from Archangel. So I'm gonna start flying through these pretty quick. So I got that one. Like I said, guys, no particular order. Got Captain Marvel #1, CGC 9.8. That one signed by Adam Hughes. Of course, the previous slab was signed by Jenny Frison. Supergirl, Legion Superheroes, #23, 9/8. Yeah, so that's #3. #4, gotta be Amazing Spider-Man 238. Slab, CGC 9.4. First Hobgoblin. New Teen Titans #2. That is a CGC 9.4. And his first appearance of Deathstroke. Probably gonna look to upgrade this one at some point. Probably not even gonna count these, but I already know I have 50 already set to go. If I count these, I'm gonna lose count like Tito did in one of his videos. Oh man, so many good ones to choose from. Alright, let's go with this one. I think this was got a Wonder Woman cover done by artist Jose Variz. Justice League of America #11. Love that cover. Sweet as hell. You know, if you ever see this guy at a con, go ahead and get it out. Go get something sketched by him. He's got a pretty reasonable price too. TiVo mentioned this over in Jim Mint's video and also the 3 Men in the Basement video, but I do have a Strange Tales 89 and a 5.0. And it's first Fing Fang Foom. So that's, I'm not sure what number this is, but like I said, I'm not counting them. I already counted them previously, but if I lose count, I'm going to lose my mind. So, first Fing Fang Foom. Also got a 9/6 copy of Batman Adventures #12. It's a pretty sweet cover, and it's also the first Harlequin in comics, but not in DC continuity. So got that going for you. Also, how can you go wrong with this? Something I need to rebag now. Look at that thing. I guess the bag ripped. But 4.0 CGC copy of Fantastic Four 48. That is the first appearance of Silver Surfer and Galactus in a cameo. Well, Galactus had a cameo. This is the first appearance of Silver Surfer, CGC 9.8. But you can't have one good turn without the other. And that is a Fantastic Four #49, CGC 6.5, off-white pages. That is first full appearance of Galactus and also the second appearance of the Silver Surfer. So, pretty dope. Like I said, one good turn deserves another. Also got this one. That's Strange Tales #110. That's the first appearance of Doctor Strange and Paste Pot Peep and Wizard team up. So that's a CGC 3.0. See, also got House of Secrets #92. That is first appearance of Swamp Thing. Yeah, not much to say about this except for it's an awesome Bernie Wrightson cover. Really, really kick ass. Really dig it a lot. So, without any further delay, definitely one of the best horror covers, in my opinion. I mean, this one's been cover swiped a couple times. Even in Swamp Thing, I think it was Saga the Swamp Thing that had a horror cover of this cover swipe. So, God, I love this cover. It's a beautiful cover. I might upgrade that someday. Also, got this signed at one of my Bay Area Comic Cons from a couple years ago. Punisher Limited Series #1. 9.4 white pages, signed by my exec and inker John Beatty. I remember this being one of my first comics as a kid, to see one of the first wall comics I saw as a kid. And I thought, man, that's just amazing. That's just flat out beautiful. So, got that. Also got X-Men 100, 100th issue, signed by Chris Claremont. I kind of wish he signed that thing in silver, you know, make it stand out more over the trade dress. But yeah, X-Men 100 signed by Chris Claremont, CGC 9.0. Also got this one recently. That's Captain Marvel #14, first Kamala Khan. Also a very expensive variant copy, and I love that thing. I mean, previously I got it at 8.5, but got that thing bumped up to a 9.2 after getting pressed from Rocket Comics. Thank you, Rocket Comics. Much appreciated. Also got this one recently, and this was also pressed by Rocket Comics. This is Uncanny X-Men 266. That's the first full appearance of Gambit. And it's a lovely, 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 lovely Adam Kubert cover. So I thought it was one of those things. This is my third copy of it, and I just really dig it a lot. So, you know, just get it. But it's my first 9.8, so I'm really happy about it. So, I think we're getting close to getting half here, guys. Also got this one. I thought it was really a dope cover. It's the Mighty Thor 700. It's a Adam Hughes cover. I'm not sure. I think it's like a 1 out of 100 variant, and got it signed by Adam Hughes. It's a great cover. I just love the greens and the light yellows, you know, they're using on this. It's insane. So CGC 9.4 signed by Adam Hughes. Okay, what are we? I got a ASM 300. I still have a copy of that. So it's like I think I'm at my ASM 300 count is at 2 right now. So I almost got a third one over the weekend, but you know, this one, you know, this is good so far. 9.6 CGC white pages. Really dig it. First origin, the first full appearance of Venom. So really dug that. And we're dropping slabs. Dropping slabs. Amazing Spider-Man 129 CGC 7.5 off-white to white pages. And that's the first appearance of, you guessed it, Frank Castle, the Punisher. Definitely a book I love getting, man. I mean, this is definitely one of my favorite all-time covers is definitely Frank Castle on the cover of ASM 129. So, dig that. Can you dig that, sucker? Of course, no Spider-Man. We got Spider-Man 50. That's the origin retold and the first appearance at Kingpin. CGC 8.0. What's funny though, it doesn't say if it's off-white to white pages or cream pages or anything like that. So looking at this now makes me want to reconsider if I want to just get this thing resubmitted and see if I get a clarification on whether it's off-white to white pages. This is probably before they started doing that. So yeah, first full Kingpin. So that's pretty dope. We're gonna go with this bad boy here. Incredible Hulk 181. That's the first full appearance of Wolverine. That's a CGC 8.0. And again, yes, it doesn't say whether it's off-white to white pages. So this is an old slab, clearly. So definitely another one of my favorite covers I really dig. And where else are we? Well, books are getting crazier and crazier, guys. This one, you know, in the top 50, I always got to throw in something Jim Lee related. So, you know, Batman 50, Jim Lee variant cover, came back as CGC 9.4, white pages, signed by Jim Lee, and I just love that cover. It's badass. So I got that. Also got Marvel Spotlight on Ghost Rider number 5. That is a origin and first appearance of Ghost Rider. Johnny Blaze, first appearance also of Roxanne Simpson. No one cared. But anyway, this is a really cool cover. Once again, I might have to get this thing resubmitted and see if I can get like a clarification on what. Actually, no, I'm sorry, it's right there. It's off-white pages. It's funny. I'm used to seeing it right here, but they put it right there in the middle. I guess for us to see clearly. But there you go. Got that one. Now we got that all cleared up. Also got. Oh man, that's got dust on it. What the hell? Oh, this is a bad bag. I gotta rebag this thing. But Flash 105, off-white pages, as you can see in the top middle, and that is Flash. You know, the first Silver Age Flash, Barry Allen, in his own series, and first appearance of Mirror Master too. So this is pretty dope. I really dig this. So got that. Also got this one, Werewolf by Night, number 32. That's 6.5 off-white to white pages. First full appearance of Moon Knight. And yeah, really love having that in my collection. It took forever to get that thing. You know, that was always just like one that was like a bugaboo for me. Going back to sketch covers, this is one of my favorite sketch covers by the same artist who did it previously, Jose Variz. Really does some really good stuff. I think he's like an East Coast artist, but he does some really awesome stuff. So just a nice little cover of Harlequin there, and I didn't think about getting it, you know, slabbed at the time. So I decided to get slabbed later. So I was like, what the hell, you know? I mean, I'm going to keep it, you know. So I didn't care whether it was going to be green or not. But yeah, pretty dope. Really like that. It was back when Suicide Squad was actually going to have a chance of being a good movie, and it really wasn't. Iron Man 55, that is the first appearance of Thanos, Drax Destroyer, Star Fox, Kronos, and the Blood Brothers. And yeah, pretty cool. Not first cover appearance of Thanos. I believe that's Captain Marvel 33? Not sure. But yeah, pretty excited to have this still in my collection. So, got that. What else we got here? Got Batman number 171, first Silver Age appearance of the Riddler. Also, Batman 227. That is a classic cover. It's a cover swipe with Detective 31, but yeah, it's a classic cover of, you know, done by Neil Adams. He's cover swiped this before. I believe he did this. I think he cover swiped something like this on House of Secrets from earlier in, but I just think that's a really cool ass cover. Catwoman number 51. That is in classic cover done by Adam Hughes, and I bought this one off from an Instagrammer who also has his own business called The Man Behind the Red Hood. He had a bunch of like Adam Hughes books up for sale, and they were signed and slabbed, and no one jumped on it. And as soon as I saw that, I pounced on that as soon as I could, man. And on top of that, I have 3 other copies of this issue. One's slabbed in a 9.0, and the other 2 are just raw. So I'm ready at some point to get those signed and slabbed. Tomb of Dracula number 10, off-white pages. That is really. I guess you could say this book is now getting hotter now with the announcement of Mahershala Ali being the new Blade. You think the book would have got him higher, you know, if Wesley Snipes was in it, but still pretty dope to have this in my collection. I'm happy about that. Also, what else where are we at? Let's go deeper. All right. Todd McFarlane signed Incredible Hulk 340 9.0. I have a couple other copies. I'm just waiting for the opportunity to have him sign again, so I could get those other copies signed, and who knows, maybe I'll flip this one at some point. But most likely until then, I'm keeping this bad boy. I love that. Speaking of other signed books, X-Men 137, not Uncanny X-Men 137, didn't become that until 141? I don't remember. X-Men 137, signed by Chris Claremont. Death of Phoenix. And yeah, you know, it's definitely when it comes to X-Men covers, it's definitely one of my favorite X-Men covers of all time. Just a great busy cover. Invincible Iron Man #1 came back 9.0 white pages. That thing's beautiful. That goes back to my childhood, honestly, because I used to see this cover in a cheap comic book store that really sold candy and whatever, and the wall books are in the back. I mean, if I knew how much it cost back then, I'm sure I could have picked it up easily. But still, this book is still an obtainable book, and it's an awesome Gene Colan cover. I love it, and definitely one of those keeper books for me personally. All right, where are we at? We're in 15 minutes. We're doing all right. I think we're more than halfway there. We got Flash 110 off-white to white pages. That's first appearance of Kid Flash, who's also Wally West. And also you got the Weather Wizard, is who they're all going against. So, yeah. Well, getting that a 5.5 off-white to white pages. We're getting a home stretch, guys. We're doing all right. I got NYX #3. That's a white page copy. And first appearance of Laura Kinney, who's X23. It's funny. It's like I bought this book and just not even thinking about whether it was a first appearance. This is one of those things I bought on weekly pulls back in the day, and I was like, "Hey, I have that book. Who knew this thing was going to be so popular?" So pretty stoked to have that in my collection, and I continue to keep it. I remember when it didn't come out on time very often. Batman 244, and that's pretty much where Ra's al Ghul pretty much punked Batman in a fight. So that was a pretty dope cover, and it comes back to you as 7.0 off-white pages. Yep, we're thinning out here, guys. We are thinning out. What else we got? We got Amazing Spider-Man 252. That's the appearance of the black costume. I'm going to say the appearance. I don't want to say the first appearance because there's so many different appearances that came out with this, but cover swipe of AF-15, and that's a pretty dope cover. And every time I look at this, I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with the YouTuber or Instagrammer, but every time I see this person, I keep thinking it's Very Gary. Shout out to Very Gary. Hopefully you're not mad at me for saying that. I just think it's funny because I see that and I look, man, all the hair looks like it could be Very Gary, but it's funny. Yeah, so there's that one. Moving on, guys. Silver Surfer #4. That is a 6.5 off-white to white pages, and yeah, it's got Thor versus Silver Surfer. I thought that was pretty dope. You know, I mean, how can you not like that? So I got that. Running out of space here. I love this. This is an awesome Fiona Staples cover of Miles Morales Ultimate Spider-Man #1. This is just dope. I just love it. I remember buying this one from an Instagrammer. I'm trying to say it was Comics to Sell or Koi Cakes on Instagram. Really, really cool cover. I couldn't say no. I just loved it. And speaking of Spider-Man, love this one right here. Signed comic here. Got a 9.0 off-white to white pages of Amazing Spider-Man 45, signed by Stan Lee and signed by John Romita Sr. And this is definitely one of those in my keepers. I bought this one off of Griffin. You know, Griff. Is it Griff or Griffin? Comic Books 22 on Instagram. He's a really cool kid. And yeah, this one I really like to just keep around. Probably take it to my grave. It's a great cover. The Lizard and Spider-Man. I also have another one that's signed by Romita, but failed to crack the top 50. Dum bum bum. Also got Avengers #4. That's first Silver Age appearance of Captain America. That's the best I could do. I can't do a Golden Age appearance. Sorry, it's not in the budget. Off-white to white pages 4.0. CBCS, believe it or not. CBCS. May get that reslab. Who knows? Where are we at? We got a few more left, guys. Got X-Men 101. That is the origin and first appearance of Phoenix. Black Tom and Cassidy. And Juggernaut makes an appearance. So really love this. This is definitely one of my favorite covers. I have another copy of this where it's like, I am the... I want to say... I forgot what the words were. It was like, I am the death and incarnate of Phoenix or something. I forgot. It's off the top of my head. But this is... Nonetheless, it's still a great cover. I love this cover. Badass. All right. What else we got? Got giant size X-Men, creamed off-white pages, issue 1. As the first appearance of the new X-Men, which includes Storm, Nightcrawler, Colossus, Thunderbird, and of course this is your second appearance of Wolverine. He looked better in this costume than he did in his first appearance. So this is pretty dope. Got that 8.0 CGC. Can't go with one without the other. Got X-Men number 1, off-white to white pages. Yummy. First appearance of the X-Men on Origin. That was the first appearance of X-Men and Magneto. So yeah, just definitely one of my favorites to have in the collection. Awesome. Where are we? Oh, a couple more left, guys. Right beside me. We got let's just start randomly pulling stuff. Of course, we got Avengers number 1. That is 4.5 creamed off-white pages. That's the first origin and first appearance of the Avengers with Loki and I guess Team Brigade, which is so weird. I never even heard of that. So I just got this one recently and I'm still stoked, grinning ear to ear that I still have this. So I'm happy to have that. So we got that. Got Fantastic Four number 1. 2.0 off-white pages. Yes, it's kind of looked like it's got burnt on the top, whatever. Maybe some. It looked like this book's been through some action, but I'm actually happy to have this book nonetheless. Still presents well. Still signed by Stan Lee, and yeah, can't go wrong with the Fantastic Four number 1, especially with a cover like that, you know. And of course, got the Incredible Hulk number 1. That's a CBCS off-white to white pages. It's got some chipping on the side, 2.5. I've been meaning to get around to getting this thing reslabbed by a CGC. I've just been slacking and lazy. I'm going to get around to it. I'm sure of it. But I just love this cover. It's a beautiful cover. Beautiful. Beautiful. And of course, for those who know me well, probably know that these are my last 2 issues. Amazing Spider-Man number 1. Off-white pages. CGC 2.5. Definitely another book I might work on getting reslabbed and maybe pressed, or I probably won't mess with it. And of course, can't go wrong with this one. Amazing Fantasy 15. That has a 3.5 off-white pages. Still presents well, still beautiful. What sucks about the comics back then, man, is that they always had a Marvel chipping coming off the side of the page, but still, this is still a beautiful, beautiful book, and I'm still happy to have it. So, that's it, guys. I got I got really nothing else at this point. I mean, I got a haul video coming up pretty soon. Like I said, be sure to sub up that guy right there, Lords of the Longbox, TiVo. Somebody, I don't know, somebody on YouTube or some disgruntled employee who did not like TiVo or something went wrong and, cut off his channel. I will leave a link down in the description box. Be sure to give him a sub, and also tell him that King of the Golden State sent you. And yeah, while you're at this video, thumbs up. Also, comment down below. Also, subscribe. I think the button's right there. And that's it, guys. I'm gonna wave backwards like I'm waving at myself. Peace.